Hello and welcome to DailyBytes with your host, Mr Bytes, and today we'll be looking at Rise of Icarus again. It's been a couple of weeks now and it's been released, so it's now open beta, and I'm going to talk about today about the game a little bit on is it actually worth playing, as most of you are probably wondering it if you haven't already played it. Well, I've been playing it off and on, and I don't know. Some classes are better than others, okay? For instance, when I was playing Berserker in closed beta, it was just awful. The skills didn't feel that fluid. There was like gaps and pauses in every single slash. So you could be attacking and then for a second sort of thing you wouldn't be attacking. I thought it was lag, so I checked and it was no lag at all. But with a Guardian, I'm guessing the developers enjoy this class a lot more, so they actually made the class more fluid, as you can tell by the current gameplay. But there's still issues with it. Not many. For instance, damage on mobs is kind of slow. Well, not slow, what's the word? Damage is low, but the DPS is low, but attack speed is pretty quick. But you don't kill quick. Not anymore anyways. Which I don't mind, but it does make grinding quests out take a while. Anyways, is it worth playing? Okay, back on topic. I'm gonna say yes, but you need to enjoy games like Dragon Prophets. Dragon Prophets is a good example because majority of the mobs are tameable and a lot of the combat is designed around the mounts. If you're going to be PvPing, I bet you'd be flying around or chasing people on mounts. Mainly flying would be the main type of PvP on this game. PvP hasn't been released yet, but I can see that happening. Quickest way to get around, you can attack people on ground while flying. So yeah, if someone's walking past you and you're on your dragon, you can literally chase them and gun them down with your bow, which is a bit unfair. Questing is a bit tedious, especially with the daily repeatable quests. Currently, the lack of cool mounts in game. Yeah, there's an issue with that. Most of the cool mounts you currently have to buy a founder's pack, which you can't buy anymore, and that is for the cool looking wolf. It's made out of crystals, and what else is there? The dragon, which are both cool. Closest thing to dragon in game is like a snake. Where is it? I don't want a page. I want. Oh, it's B. Okay. Closest thing to the dragon which you can get in game is that, which is like a snake dragon, which is kind of cool, but when you compare it to the dragon, it's not cool. You got this one here, I believe that's a dragon as well, but it's really small. There's lots of mounts, yes, but I don't know. I'd rather have like cool weapons and stuff like that than cool mounts. Okay, yeah, cool mounts are cool. Just run around with big dragons and whatnot, but if your team looks like a noob, like currently me, I'm level 16, which isn't that high because level 25 is current max level, but armor doesn't even look good, no matter what level you are. And population has decreased a lot since the first couple of days of open beta, which I did expect, but not that quick. This place was packed, and now it's full of away for keyboard people. There's one there, one there. There was one over here somewhere. I've gone now. You still see people, which is good. But yeah, you won't really see that many new people at the moment. But you won't. What I mean by that is new to RPGs and stuff like that. You won't see many of those. Most people who've been waiting for this game have been playing games like Dragon Prophets. And this game has problem with spammers, as you can tell by the bottom corner. Only people talking is spam. Scroll up. Spam, 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 spam. Where are the people? They are trying to fix the spam issue, but it used to be up here, the spam, because anybody could use a well flute, which is a horn, I think, or something like that. Anyways, they tried fixing that to get rid of them, but you know what old sellers are like. They're never going to stop. Oh my god, there's a person. And other issues with this game, it still mainly uses the PC's CPU. So if you've got a crap PC, CPU or poor cooling for your CPU, you're going to run into problems. So if you've got an old cooling unit like me and it's a hot day, you're going to have a lot of strain in CPU. They released this game without PvP, which kind of takes the fun out of games. PvP currently is duels, and most people won't accept. The action combat actually feels more like tap target, because if you can tell, I'm actually in action combat, and when I turn around I'm still attacking the mob I was originally facing. And I can literally just tab things still, which is kind of ridiculous. So really my action combat is tap target still. Which can be good, but in mass PvP, if there is mass PvP in this game, it won't be good. Say someone's weak running past you, you need to literally tab to attack him. Oops, I'm done. Okay. Let's quickly kill us. And I'll continue my little ramp. Okay, that's it. Okay, let's go over here quickly. So yeah, a lot of strain on CPUs. You need to have at least an i7 with approximately 4 GHz power. Mine is an i5 which is overclocked to 4 GHz. Which is a rather cheap option to be honest, but hey, it's the best if you want a cheap option. Other than that, the game's graphics is rather beautiful, but it's a bit outdated, as everybody knows. Games like Black Desert, Bless, etc etc have way better graphics. This is rather dated. I'll probably say it's about 3-4 years old graphic wise, which is kind of a letdown, especially came out 2016, so you wouldn't expect it to be that outdated. Yeah, let's push this person. I take it the social side of this game isn't really there. Yeah, that was pretty rude. Okay. Currently there's no pay to win, but I could happening because of cash up and gear. You need to refine it. Where you refine it is by getting these, and where you get those is by breaking gear. But there's an item in cash shop. 1 second. Buff. I think I'm going to get killed again. Where is it? 1 second, let me kill this thing. There was an item cash up which increases the success chance, which obviously you're going to need to get past plus 10. So it'd be rather pay to win to get maxed out gear. So PvP wise, you can see it being... Oh look, cooldown just froze. Wow, bug! What happened? What the hell? Okay, that's weird. So yeah, where was I? Cash up. Where was it? No, that's the items and cash up for. No. Where was it? Really, I can't find it now. Did they remove it? Or was it in the lucky box? I think they've removed it. Okay, that's good. No, there it is. Okay. There you go, 10% chance, increase your chance to succeed at refining your gear, which is called tempering, so I should say tempering my gear. So that makes your gear stronger, and it's in the cash shop. You can get these things obviously by playing it and doing achievements. I've got a few, see. But obviously if you're cash shopping, you can literally just buy them. And you can buy quite a lot of them. Also, there's lucky boxes currently, which gives you pets. So if you're a cash shopper, you can get special pets. Currently, there's not many, but there's mainly skins, as you can tell. 3 skins there, and there's a pet there. And there's a item to remove skins. Again, you can get these in-game, but the game is mainly designed for cash shopping. So if you cash shop, you're gonna win, as you better get the most items quicker and more reliable. And I don't know why the freaking graphics is going nuts. I reported some bugs, and guess what? They weren't fixed. Report a graphic bug in close beta where some NPCs bugged out and just standing around doing nothing. the arms spread apart like a doll. And yeah, I found those again. And yeah, exactly the same. And I submitted another ticket saying it wasn't fixed, so we report it, and I got no feedback. And then about 2 days later, I got a message saying we're working on it, and that was a week ago. And there's been 2 updates since then, and yeah, that hasn't been fixed. And also, you can't hide fashion items, like for instance this crow, you cannot change it, you cannot hide it, as I'd rather look at armor than fashion. And yeah, you can't see my armor because I'm wearing the crow. You can see my arm, but you can't see my shoulder armors. But do I enjoy playing the game? Yeah, it passes this time, but I can't see myself playing this for hours and hours each day. I have done in the past, but this one, it just feels too much like Dragon Prophets, and I wasn't a fan of it. I know some people were, and if you was, great, but if you're more of a hardcore PvPer, these sort of games don't really float your boat. And if like sandbox games or having like your own adventures, yeah, there's none of that. You can't make boats like in Arcade, so you can't go around sailing around the world, becoming pirates and attacking people. Only thing you got in this game is questing and mount hunting. Talking about mounts, just came one of these. And there's also items to increase your chance of taming, which again is cash up. You can earn the currency for the cash up in game, but it's mainly directed at people who spend money. Ooh. So if you want a rare mount, you're more likely going to need to cash up. Some of your normal skills, which are for your normal class, work while you're mounted, but every class has the same mounted skills, so same archery skills, same lance skills. Only difference between some classes is whatever skill you can use while flying. On Berserker, there wasn't any for low levels, so I'm guessing it's at 25 you unlock it, so I didn't get a chance to look at it in close beta. And own beta for this guy is the pull, obviously, which is cool because you can pull monsters into the air, so while you're flying you can pull them up in the air and they fall down, or if you're attacking a flying creature or a person on a dragon, you can pull them down. I do see perks in these classes, like in this game. Crafting is rather simple, you need to go and gather in. So far I don't see really see any points in crafting. I only see point in crafting potions, mount armor, etc, etc. The best armor is actually from dungeons. I don't know why the video feed keeps jumping. That's just new for me today. Let's go have some questions. Leveling up in this game is rather easy, you just got to follow the quests and level up that way. There's daily quests which you can do for extra gold and whatnot. but yeah, at the moment the best thing to do is just level up to 25, then go back through the game and do the daily quests on a daily basis, but only do the ones which give you the which you're also putting upwards.
To level up mounts, the quick way, it's rather boring. You just got to stand around on it. Mounts level by having outs, so if you're on a mount like this, I'll stay still, it uses no energy, but it still gets XP, which kind of takes the fun or the points of playing out of the game. Say you're level 25, all you have to do now is tame, because that's what you want to do. All you need to do is tame a monster, then stand in town and level. Which doesn't sound like fun to me. I would like it if you had to run around in your mount to level it, or for instance kill things while on your mount. I would like a feature where you could dismount from your normal land mounts like this and have them follow you around like a pet, but nope, when you get off the mount it despawns. So that's a bug that you can see through me. That's a lovely bug. I have no ass. If you're looking for an RPG to play while you're waiting for another game, I would recommend this. It's an okay time passer, but if you're currently playing an RPG and you're enjoying that, there's no point trying other RPGs if you're enjoying the current one. This isn't really worth your time, to be honest, unless you're playing a really outdated RPG. And when I say outdated, I mean any with the population of 100. I used to play Forsaken World, and when I first started, the population was really high. After about 2 years, the population just went down, and you kept running into the same people over and over again. And my last year playing, I barely saw 12 people a day. There were about 100 people playing still, but it's not enjoyable when you actually run into the same people. It's fun to see new people. That's why I like games like Arcade. They have ways to keep you entertained and keep you playing. So if you're a person who loves The Sims, you have a house which you can decorate however you like. Obviously there's limitations, as in there's not many items. Well, there is a lot of items, but there's not a large range of items. Like obviously you can't have a TV and stuff like that, but you can buy boxes and put images of whatever you like on it and actually make a TV. But obviously it's going to look like a box, so you can make sure you do it pretty well. As you can still see, spammers are still spamming. They're spamming quicker than I can press skills. So yeah, I could see this game becoming rather tedious and pay to win. The GMs do live streams and they do talk about the game, but they seem to be a bit, what's the word? They don't want to tell you much about the game, any changes
which is going to happen. I'm guessing because they don't know or they're not allowed to tell people. But everybody likes to have a bit of insight on what's going to happen to the game when will things come out. A nice little guess would be in a couple of months, so that way it actually means like 1, 2, 3, 4 months, not any longer than that, like, because that's nearly half a year. But if it says stuff like that, that'd be great. It gives them a larger window to do the updates, prepare for it. But it's kind of sad also they have to give away codes in their live streams to attract people to come watch. That was rather sad to see. It's like, oh guys, come watch. No? Please? We give some free stuff? Then people started going in. I only watched to see if it's going to announce anything interesting, and no. Yeah, talked about skins that were going into the cash shop. That was it. They also decreased the chance of getting items from mobs, for instance the payment. So if you want something rare, you need to farm something for a good hour or two to at least get the item to tame it. There's so many ways they could improve this game, but they're not going to do it. First thing I would do if I had the choice is change how the game software actually works. Instead of making it CPU based, make it graphics card based, and then use a little bit of the CPU. But instead it uses the CPU, then your graphics card. And as you can tell, the plants, other than the flowers, are 2D. The leaves and whatnot are 2D. Which kind of takes the fun of it. But quite amazed the rocks aren't 2D. Could imagine that. The grass is also just flat. That's how you talk in my chat. Or server chat. There's no like customization really, other than your gems and the weapons you choose. Skill wise, everybody got the same class, gets the same skills. Base stats, again, everybody gets the same base stats. So yeah, if you're looking for a game where you get to customize your classes and have your class unique for you, yeah, you automatically get skills, so there's kind of no point if you like games like that. If you want to play a game where you get to
make your own trees and skill trees and whatnot. There's obviously better games for that. As already mentioned, Arcade is quite good for that, as you get to pick 3 classes and combine them into 1 class. But in this game, there's no skill points. Literally, you just get whatever level you are. That's when you unlock things. Are increasing level cap soon. By the end of this month, I believe. And so far, the only update they did was to reduce the amount of spam in WoW chat, but the spams have changed to this now.
I'm trying to break. Until next time.
So they tried to fix it, but that actually made it kind of worse. Just now the spammers don't need to farm flutes, they can spam it here. Any people? There's one there with keyboard. None around here. I'm on channel 1, so this is the most popular channel. There's 10 channels. There's a person there with keyboard. Is anybody doing anything? Okay, there's a little town here. There you go, there's people. I'm gonna guess a with keyboard. Meister, yeah. That's no cool dragon. Cash shopper. It's the founder's pack. Let's look at auction house as well here.
Do they expect me
So
to
I get
handle
25,
everything?
and then lowest price, and then heroic is the only. There you go, prices are dropping because people know about the. Wait, no. Prices are dropping because there's so many weapons now. Which is good. Let's buy something if I can. I've got 2 gold. Let's buy myself a helmet for later. Nope. Strength and HP and magic defense. Can't afford that, great. Shoulders? Casting time reduced. Armor. Physical critical damage, that's cool.
My time is
I
precious.
did buy a sword earlier. There's a bank here, I'll show you.
You're completely overboard.
So I bought this sword, it has 9% crit chance, but it's pretty handy. I tried temper on it, and guess what? It failed. I went up by 2. This rates are really awful, so yeah. I might get to 10. I also got a shield, HP and strength, and also intelligence, which I don't need. But yeah, I just got strength and HP.
Leave your goods with me.
So yeah, most people here are with keyboard, which I don't mind.
Light
see
be
people
will
here.
cleanse this scourge from our land.
I pray things don't get any worse until we destroy those.
Okay, let's do this quest.
We'll never.
I'm counting on you to find Drex.
There's a setting in sends to reduce lag, to make people go weird hard. It reduces the detail. You can turn it off, but then you lag like crazy. Well, I went down to 30 frames when I was in there. If you look that way, look, it's dropping in and dropping, it's going in 40. 37 now. Oh, there's quests here. Take that one here.
My family name used to. I would may not have sunlight. Lamplight should take a
And yeah, mounts have their own skills. Some are really good for mages, some are good for tanks, and some are good for healers and stuff like that. So you kind of need to pick a mount which suits your class before you choose a mount which suits you. So yeah, you go for stats first and then looks, if you care about that. If you like looks first, you go for looks. This guy's pretty easy. Oh wait, no, they heal. I forgot that. Do I need to kill these? No, it's light lamps. So I'll fly. Makes it a lot easier. There we go. I dropped down to 30 frames, damn. That's bad. It's like I can run Arcade, I can run Black Desert, other games like that, perfect. My frame never drops below 60. Go in here, it's a different story. Okay, sorting these. My girlfriend can't play this game because of her processor. Graphics card wise, when she's done the test thing, see if that's right, said it can, went to go play, can't run it because the processor is too slow. But the graphics card can easily run this game.
I knew the captain wouldn't forget about me.
But he did. He forgot all about you. Okay. Okay, I need to dismount. So the guy follows me. Come on, dude. We're going the fun way. Hopefully I'm going the right way. Yeah, I am. Cool. I really find the timed quest stupid. 9 minutes to walk from here to there. I've done it in a minute so far. And I only had to kill one thing. There you go, dude. You're nearly home. Okay guys, I'm going to end the video there. Hopefully I did help a little bit. If you didn't like the video, just dislike. If you liked the video, please like. And I'll see you guys next video. So please like and subscribe, and peace.
And I forgot to say my opinion on the game, and my opinion is the game worth playing? For most people, I would say give it a go. For me personally, I'm not going to play it much. I'm going to play it to see what updates bring, and if they make any changes or any fixes to the game currently. Current problems for me is there's no PvP. PvP is rather important for games, especially when you get to max level. Current max level is 25, and once you get to 25, only thing left is to refine your gear to 20 at 20, which is rather hard, and to tame everything you can find, which won't actually take you that long because there's not many to be tamed. There's a good 60, 70, but again you need to cash up to unlock slots so you can hold more mounts. The game also is kind of starting to feel pay to win already. The only reason I say this is because getting your gear past 10 out of 20 is nearly impossible. When you look in the cash shop, there's an action item which increases the chance to success by 10%, 10%, and obviously that makes a big difference and makes you able to get your gear to 20 out of 20. So yeah, that is rather pay to win already. Hopefully they'll be changed that, but no, they won't. The game wants to make money, and that is the best option to make money. Classes. Problem with classes currently is you can't actually customize your build. For instance, if you're playing a guardian, every guardian you run into who is the same level as you will have exactly the same skills as you. So that kind of makes PvP when you're playing against another class exactly the same as you kind of fair, but it makes you exactly the same. There's no like unique classes of like can't customize and be your own guardian or your own berserker or own mage. You'd be exactly the same as everybody else. So that kind of takes fun out of it. The main focus in the game already said, which is taming. Yeah, I have a list, so I'm reading through it. Mount combat. People find that really cool and everything, but I find it kind of lame because every class has exactly the same mount combat skills. So spear combat and crossbow combat is exactly the same per class, and every class, so mage, guardian, berserker, healer, all has the same skills. There might be one or two skills from your class which you can use while mounted. For instance, a guardian can use his chain and pull people to him, which makes him rather good for using spear combat while flying. But other than that, don't see much point in it. What else have I got? There are a few bugs still in the game where I found during closed beta is some NPCs were standing around like a rag doll. When you design characters, they stand with arms spread apart and legs spread apart, so you can get a better detailed view of them before you put them into a game. And they're meant to change the stance, so when they stand they look normal, but they left them in the game like that. And other problems I've found is, well, the main problem, the game uses your processor more than your graphics card, so your ECU, your CPU will get really worn out and rather hot rather quickly. So I wouldn't recommend playing this game for graphics if your processor is less than 4 GHz of power. If you've got less than that, you barely get over 30 frames per second in max graphics. As you saw by my video, I was sitting around 53 frames per second, and that was with a 4 GHz processor, which isn't bad, but yeah, it's playable. And there's lots of other bugs, as you saw in the video. Some of the textures disappeared and then reappeared, or trees, and my character had a hole for his back. That was weird. And yeah, my rant is over, guys. Hopefully you guys will like this video. If you don't like it, just hit dislike. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in next videos I make. And peace.